Hardy Construction.
Hey everybody, it's the Hardy Construction. You can find us at hardyconstruction.tumblr.com, youtube.com/hardyconstruction, as well as facebook.com/thehardyconstruction with your hosts Alex and
Thea
from horrorharbor.tumblr.com. And today's film is
28.
No, you fucking knucklehead.
Smooth.
Go ahead, Thea.
It's the ABCs of death.
I did that the last episode, that's why I had to fuck up.
Yeah, we just switched.
Oh, really?
We did 28 days later the last episode, so I just really fucked him over mentally.
There you go.
And the 26... Oh, fuck me, man!
Of death.
The ABCs of Death is a 2012 American anthology horror film produced by Ant Timpson and Tim League. It contains 26 different shorts, each by different directors spanning... 15 countries. Big deal. All horror films that are about 5 minutes or less, right?
They gave him a $5,000 budget and like 2
each
to
person?
3 minutes each.
Well, how much does that cost for about 26 people? 5,000? I can't do math.
Do the math, asshole.
Okay.
I can't do
It's
that.
like 125,000 or something.
Okay. So let's do very quick summaries and very quick estimations or evaluations of the films, each film. As a whole, what do you guys think about the film? Well, let's go through the film. A is for Apocalypse by Nacho Vigalondo. Letter scale.
Okay, very annoying woman in the beginning.
From A to F, what do you guys think?
Oh, A to F? I'm gonna give it a like.
Didn't I tell you to fucking write it down?
I did. I'm gonna give it a D for annoying. D for annoying.
C.
I gave it a C, but it's not a hard C because like I didn't mind it. It's just that I didn't really understand why she was killing him.
So it's more of a
the apocalypse.
More of a S than a K.
I like that he was still alive after he killed him.
I'll give it a C. The general idea of A is for Apocalypse is a woman who comes into her husband's bedroom while he's eating food, and she starts to try to stab him to death, and then she hits him over the head with a frying pan. Meanwhile, I thought he was fucking immortal. But I guess the gist of the story...
That's what I thought, too.
It was awesome.
I guess what the gist of the story is...
annoying because of her voice. Like, I couldn't take her yelling.
It's because she was talking Spanish, you racist fuck.
No, she was like, she was just so annoying about it that it actually, like, got me more angry than into the movie.
What I believe the gist of the story is that it was the apocalypse happening outside, and she was poisoning little by little, so he would die by the end of the apocalypse. I guess, you know, what's that bullshit Mayan... if any Mayans are listening to me, don't curse me. But that kind of apocalypse stuff happening, so she probably knew the day was going to end that day, so she was just going to kill him so he wouldn't have to suffer through the apocalypse.
Right.
Although
she decides to stab him brutally and rip
right,
his
it is not
hand.
supposed. The whole movie is supposed to be shocks or whatever. It's supposed to be. It was stupid. It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
It was.
It wasn't great.
I'll give it a C. The violence is pretty good, and it felt shocking, but him being alive through the second half is kind of stupid. B is for Bigfoot by Adrian Garcia Bogliano.
Well, they do a
Bogliano.
abominable snowman and yeti kind of thing, which isn't really Bigfoot, but whatever.
What'd you guys think?
I didn't like it.
I gave it a B. I liked
Really?
it.
For
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Oh.
I thought it was cute, actually.
I didn't think it was the greatest, but I thought after the first
horror
one,
at all, but it's cute.
I thought after the first one being some like a lukewarm kind of stupid intro to the movie that I liked the whole idea of them telling the story, and it was kind of creepy. But I didn't like the 40-year-old flapjack knockers.
And then it's like,
That's
oh, it's
fun
kind of
to say,
true. It's weird.
I'm not sure if it's Tales from the Dark Side, but it reminded me of this one where it's a grandpa telling his grandson about this monster that hears its name from like a 100-mile radius, and it's like totally a made-up bullshit story, but then at the end the monster actually does hear it, kills the grandpa.
I think that was Tales from the Dark Skin Side. That's like that racist shit that you
You
I think
bitch.
part of the reason I didn't like this one was because her story about the Bigfoot thing was that he cuts out hearts or whatever, and then the guy actually cuts out their hearts, and I was like, that's kind of dumb because he didn't hear the story, and why would he be doing that just randomly?
Well,
And how did he do it with a pizza cutter?
Yeah,
He had a pizza cutter,
It was
right?
a little bit too like
It's a hipster movie. It's ironic.
As long as it didn't have the hipsters from like VHS or anything. Okay, so what was your rating on that, Danny? A what?
I give it like a C plus.
C is for Cycle by Ernesto Diaz Espinoza. This is a pretty big stinker for a little bit, but what do you guys think?
I like the concept of it. It was a cool
Yeah,
concept.
at the beginning of it, it was too many fade outs for me. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with this? Like, it just didn't go anywhere, and then when he went into
didn't
the
like
whole...
the way the guy looked. It's kind of goofy. It's like a doofus. You're watching a doofus.
Too Latino for you.
Have you guys seen either Triangle or Time Crimes?
Yes, we saw Triangle. I like
exact
Triangle a
same.
lot.
It's like the exact same premise almost.
Yeah, but
this
without.
one, I think it actually ended.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, I didn't like it. I mean, I thought it was okay. I liked the idea of it once I realized what was going on. But other than that, it wasn't that great. So I give it a C for Cycle.
I give it a C for Cycle. What do you give it?
C.
Okay.
Give it a C for something better than Cycle. Give it a C for like
cock rings.
Collagen.
Possibly. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it up front, but probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life, which is D is for Dogfight by Marcial Sarmiento. That's it.
It was stylistically really impressive.
I fucking gotta give that shit an A++, just stylistically. It kind of goes to the same, I mean, you know where it's going. I actually didn't know where it was going, but then I realized, oh yeah, it was kind of obvious what was going on. But I was so hypnotized by how
I didn't
fucking.
know if I got the story, but it is fucking awesome looking.
He goes in. He's like a bum or something. He's going into a dogfight, human dogfight, I guess, for money.
Yeah,
There's
but it kept saying
all,
his name is Buddy on this dog tag.
There's posters all around of a missing dog, and it says "Ask for Buddy." So I guess either the dog's tags or his tags or whatever. But stylistically, it's fucking insane. And I have to go see this guy's movie. He did a movie called Dead Girl, which I hear is really good.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I heard that's really good, and I definitely am going to go check it out, because just seeing this short alone, I was blown away at how amazing it looked. Like, just thought, I can't even like jerk off enough
the style,
about it.
the way it's shot
so
and everything is really, really good.
Did you ever see that Will Ferrell movie with the politicians where he punches a baby?
Who would want to watch that? Why'd you watch that, Danny?
It was funny, but it reminded me of the scene when he punches a dog of when Will Ferrell punches the baby.
Zach Galifianakis and something funny. How did you guys think they punched the dog in the face? You think they just did it in reverse? Because there's like slow-mo shots.
Sure
I guess they
really slowly.
Yeah, I think they did it slow-mo, but I was like, holy shit.
Maybe he was punching him with pillows.
Yeah, I give it an A++. What about you guys?
Yeah, but even if you punch with pillows, that dog's gonna kill you if it hurts it. I give it. Oh, what do you give it, Thea?
I gave it a B. It was. The story didn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm gonna agree with her. I'm gonna give it a B for butter sex.
I'm giving it an A+ just for the look of it. Just for the look. I don't give a fuck. E is for Exterminate by Angela Bettis. Is this the girl who played who was in that movie? May?
She played May.
That's the girl who directed it? Well, she better May stay away from making movies. Anyway, what'd you guys think of this one? Guy gets a spider that bothers him, and
it's like a robot spider or something.
But a spider runs around, bites him on his neck, and continues to bother him in his, I guess, for a sense of revenge. What did you guys think of the film?
Hated it. Oh,
it's pretty bad.
I didn't mind it, actually.
The idea of it, I hate. I should say, I hate spiders.
Oh yeah, it grosses me out a lot.
I didn't like the way, for some reason, like the guy shot the movie by himself or some shit like that. You know, in the beginning, how he's walking in and the camera's all weird. I felt it was a little strange. Like it just didn't. It felt like somebody just threw it together, slapdash. Obviously, it doesn't towards the end. I think the payoff is really good, but you kind of got to suffer through a lot of dumb shit for an amazing.
I saw
payoff.
where it was going.
A lot of dumb shit
the whole time.
But what about when he's on the phone with his girlfriend and she's like, she's like, I haven't seen you. Is this because I put my finger in your ass?
That was good.
Did she say that? I don't remember that.
But
she said something like that.
She stuck a finger in his ass and he didn't want to see it. But I think the payoff is a lot better than the whole short itself. That's just me.
If I saw spiders coming out of my face like that, even if I wasn't gonna be injured, I would just kill myself right there.
There's that whole story about
set myself on fire.
There's that whole story about roaches going into people's ear when they sleep and they keep fluttering.
Yeah. Don't stop. I hate it.
That's gonna be you tomorrow morning.
What are you guys? Headphones in. Please don't do that.
What are you guys' ratings?
What is that noise? Is that you queefing?
That's the roach.
What are you doing?
It's a roach wing.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Ew, imagine queefing out roaches.
Oh, did you have to?
I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it like a C plus. It's a C plus for cool. Kind of. I'm making a C.
Yeah, kinda. It starts with the letter C.
Kind of okay with a C. Kind of.
That's the old Irish C, huh?
What about you, Thea?
I'm gonna give it a B for Batiste because I actually kind of liked it. I didn't mind it.
All right.
Okay, the next one's F is for
fart. You didn't give it a thing. Come on.
I did. I gave it a C.
Fuck you.
The next one is F is for Fart by Noboru Iguchi. Excuse me.
Oh God.
That's so stupid.
This movie just like
Oh my God.
starts off the thing that will get confirmed again and again in this thing is that Japanese people are fucking insane.
Yeah,
But, like-
I mean, this
Yeah.
guy sets a weirdness bar, but he's outshone at the end. But let's not get to that yet. What do you guys think of this one? Because this is a fucking wow.
It's messed up.
Japanese
seen-
people are bizarre.
Yeah.
He's part
I've
of the
only seen
duo
one
that-
by this guy.
What's that?
I've only seen one other movie by this guy.
What was the other one? Because
I've seen Machine Girl.
I saw that
before.
too. I didn't think it was as good as Tokyo Gore Police, but I forget which one of those two
Haven't
guys.
seen
Oh wait, this is the same dude that did the
There's
one
two-
on the end?
There's two guys. The one at the end and this guy, who is Yoshihiro Nishimura. These two guys are basically, I guess, at the forefront of making kind of what is that genre called? The grindhouse kind of Japanese new wave grindhouse. So they did Machine Girl.
I thought, they work together.
Yes, and they
Okay.
but they
'Cause, yeah,
direct.
The guy that Z did Tokyo Gore Police.
They kind of have similar visual aesthetics, but they do direct two different different films. Excuse me. So they did
Yeah.
Machine Girl, they did Frankenstein Girl versus Vampire Girl, which was pretty funny. They did
Yep.
Mutant Girl Squad. They did.
Suicide Club.
They like girls.
They did not do Suicide Club. That's a different
What's
guy.
the deal with?
They had a part in it.
Some sicko who's.
Oh, they might have
turned
did the special effects, but I don't think they directed the film.
Probably, yeah.
There was some guy
That
who
movie was
turned on
fucking
that was
amazing.
part
That
one.
movie. But what was the recent one that I just saw? I forget it. Whatever. But anyway, they're pretty good at that kind of gore grindhouse kind of crazy shit. And this film kind of lives up to this. It's really bizarre. I laughed at it because it knew what it was and it didn't care. Like the whole. There's a film in this ABCs of Death that really is like completely serious, very serious, and I'm sure Thea knows which one it is, and you too, Danny. And
Yeah.
it's not being funny at all. It's just being like,
It's that
holy
one
shit, I
towards
feel
the
like I
end
just saw a
before we get
PSA for something. But
Yeah.
this one deals with a Japanese high school girl who falls in love with, I guess, a teacher of hers or a student aide. And
Sort of, yeah.
I guess a volcano shoots out black smoke, which is killing
Toxic
people.
gas.
And this girl who farted at
Rather
the beginning,
choke on natural gas than toxic gas.
the girl who farts at the
And
beginning,
then she gets sucked into her butthole.
yeah.
Well, she then adds to the fart with her own fart.
I saw
Yeah.
a similar short, which I think they also had a hand in, where one girl gets sucked into the other girl's ass, and her face is her ass.
Basically, this is Tim and Eric in Japan.
Don't insult this guy, because Tim and Eric stink compared to him.
Oh, shut the fuck.
They really suck. They stink. They suck. So what did you guys think?
You
What did you
just
guys think of this
offended
one?
half of our fans.
I don't want them. So what did you think of this?
I think that this deserves, I don't know, like a fucking C plus again. I'm giving a lot of C's in this movie.
I'll give it a B because I thought it was pretty funny. It was just so stupid that
It was funny, but
They
it was
knew what
just
it
so
was.
stupid.
Yeah, I know. It was just very stupid. What did you think, Thea?
I didn't even know what to give it. I
Did you not believe in the love of these two women and the love of farts? That it was so classy.
Give it an F for fart, Thea. I just
was
want
gonna
you
give it an F for fail.
Well, there we know her
F
feelings.
fart foul.
But it does kind of succeed at what it was trying to do, I guess. So I'll
Okay.
give it a C.
The next one, which is had me confused because I was like, "What did I just
There's
see?"
really nothing to say. This movie.
Yeah, what the fuck?
G is
This
for
the
gravity.
stupidest
There's
part
only
of
one
the
that's worse than this one, but we'll get to that.
No, the M is worse than this. But
G,
whatever.
yes, you're right. That's what I'm saying. G is for Gravity by Andrew Trowski or Trauki, whatever.
Trauki? I don't know.
I guess it's done with a GoPro of this guy surfing. I don't know why he's breathing so
Yeah.
hard throughout the whole fucking thing. And he's on a surfboard and he flips upside down and the sea turns black. I was gonna call one of you guys while I was watching this movie saying, am I missing something? Like I thought
Right.
mermaids were gonna come out, but it's just darkness.
Yeah. Nope.
Here's the
Nothing
thing.
happens.
It's pretty awful, but
I don't
visually,
get what it even have to do with anything.
because the guy just falls off gravity, I guess sucks him down, which is
Here's the
stupid.
story, I think.
Oh,
The
yeah?
guy took the $5,000. He spent like $20 on the gas to get there.
$5,000
And
for
he
that.
did it, and that's it.
Right.
Could you
He
imagine
just
hand-
really did.
Can you imagine handing this back to them? They must have been like, okay, where's $4,999 that you spent?
Yeah. Like, I would be
Jesus.
like, we're going to give it to
I
somebody
mean,
else.
there's so many cool things he could have done. He could have had like him in a gravity room, and you see somebody getting compressed into the ground or something.
He
I
got
mean-
to choose his word. That's his letter, but he could have chosen any word. I thought they
Gravity's
were
a
going to
cool
call it Great
one,
White
but-
Shark or something.
That's true, yeah.
I was gonna give it a C, but it's going to a D. I almost gave it a C because the look of it. I liked the sea and everything, and I liked how it looked. But then the whole camera slanted, so like there's a guy like his head. I don't know. It was just. Stupid.
I'm gonna give this an F for fucking stupid.
I think you're right. I think I should slant it down to an F.
minus.
Yeah, I'm changing my C to a F. Although sort of visually.
Can we do E's and stuff?
No, I was sort of visually nice.
Why can't we do E?
Because
Why
we
do
need
this
order,
skip E?
Danny. Okay.
Because that's not a card. That's
Next
not a
one. Next one is Thomas Malling with H is for hydroelectric diffusion, which is I thought it was a really good surprise for me at least.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think?
What?
So
Yeah, you want to go
weird.
first?
You didn't like it?
So I don't know. I just wasn't really. Wasn't into it that
This
much.
was the
It
dog one. Right?
Weird.
Yeah, it was like a 1940s
Yeah.
Tex Avery cartoon where like a I guess an
Eyes
American
pop out and all that shit.
an American dog. Was that girl a fox or was she like a dog too? Or
She's a
something?
cat Nazi, I think.
Okay, so this dog.
This is a great movie.
You like this one? I like this one a lot
really
too.
liked it.
I really
It was
liked it.
perfect.
I knew you would
Well-
like it just because it had that weird Tex Avery quality to it. It's just
I
so
love
stupid.
Tex Avery, you know.
It's if you know what Tex Avery is, basically the mask, that kind of thing, where a wolf will pound his hand on his cock. I mean, on a table while he's looking at a girl, and his eyes pop out.
Yeah,
of
and
his
his
head.
eyeballs pop out of his
hard
head.
to pop
It's that
Yeah.
kind
I
of
know
stuff,
that.
and it's like a girl who. It's so funny because the girl dancing reminded me of this punked out makeup girl that I know in real life. So I was like, oh my god, I gotta give her a call or something. But I liked it. I don't know. It's very.
This is
cartoony.
like something a furry guy would be. You know,
That's
they
what
call
I
them the
thought.
furries?
I know a bunch of furry people are
It was
whacking
too
it
furry
hard
for
to
me.
this one.
You didn't like it was too much fur for you. All right.
It was just a little bit too. I don't know. Something.
Well, it was like a cartoon, basically.
Yeah, it was a live action
It wasn't.
cartoon.
It made it kind of creepy that it wasn't a cartoon.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it was, it would have been better.
So, it's creepy. It's fucking awesome. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a.
I gave it an
B
A.
plus.
A what? A B plus? I gave it an
Actually,
A.
what am I saying? A B plus. I gotta be more generous here. I'm gonna give it an A minus.
Yeah, I'll give it an A plus. What about you?
I'm gonna give it a C. Only for me. For other people, I understand, but.
Okay, next one is George Michael Grau for I is for ingrown. Oof. Ugh. What a depressing short. This was like a PSA.
Dark.
This was dark. I mean, this was like people. I bet you people are laughing. They're watching a dog getting his testicles coming out of his mouth. They're like, oh, this is great. And then they see this woman brutally get murdered by her husband, and there was no punchline to it. And you're like,
I don't
oof.
quite get why it's called ingrown. I guess because it's poisoning her from the
Is it
inside.
because she's?
Oh, I
is it
guess.
also because she's scratching herself? I don't know. It was
I
weird.
mean, it's,
Yeah, like the poison's killing her from the inside out, maybe.
It could be.
it's brutal though. I think it's like one of
It
the
is
most brutal
brutal.
things
Yeah,
I've
it's
ever
brutal.
seen. It's a
Yeah.
guy who has his wife. I guess they're wife because they both had because of the slippers at the end.
Yeah,
And
they both had
have
the
wedding
rings.
rings and stuff. And this lady's tied up in a bathtub, and the husband is sitting there. I don't know what she did or why he's doing this.
I mean,
But
she looked like a little sassy. She probably was giving him
She
some
gave some
lip or
back
something.
talk. She burnt one of his pot roasts.
Which
The bitch deserved
justifies
it.
everything.
So he
Exactly,
takes
exactly.
a syringe full of, I guess, bleach or some Ajax or whatever, and he stabs him in the neck with it. I was waiting for
Fucking
there to
messed
be
up,
some
man.
kind of
It really
it
actually
really
disturbed
is.
me.
Because that shit happens in real life, and when you're watching a movie, like, I'm escaping reality, and he injects her in the throat, and it starts to burn from the inside, and she starts scratching her chest, and then her right arm, because I guess it's going through the veins, and it's really fucking like. Ugh. I thought it was gonna be some weird torture.
Very
porn.
realistically done too.
Right.
Like that
And
is
the
exactly.
whole thing, and she's narrating the whole thing over top of it. I didn't really completely understand all of the narration.
Yeah, me either.
I think
actually.
she's just explaining herself as a victim, as just
Yeah.
not being somebody that deserved his death,
This
just
was
being
not-
somebody that was
But
there.
she didn't do
Not
it
a-
in a literal way. She did it in sort of a
was-
figurative.
Yeah, in a prose,
right?
in a prose kind of way.
Mhm.
Was this a Spanish one? I can't remember.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
it was.
It was.
Yeah, because I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking maybe the translation could have been different. When you translate it to English, maybe it doesn't make as much sense or something.
Oh, but that's another thing with Cycle. Why were they calling the guy Bruno and his name was Bruce in the subtitles, and her name was Alicia, and it was like
I
Alice.
noticed that too.
It's like, what the fuck's
I was
going on
thinking,
here?
so maybe Popeye, Bruno Popeye has always been Bruce.
Get out of here, Danny. Anyway, so this one was pretty hardcore, but I give it an A just because it stuck with me. And if something's really effective in that case, and that really was, it's probably the most horrific one, literally out of the whole bunch.
I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say an A also because it really disturbed me, actually. Thea?
Eh.
Yay.
A.
Eh.
Yudai Yamaguchi, J is for Jidaigeki. That's the, I guess, the samurai doing harakiri, stabbing himself in the stomach.
The one that was laughing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
funny.
fucking love this.
I thought it was funny because they did the samurai who's stabbing himself, and they keep the gutting of himself, harakiri, off camera for the most part, while this other samurai is waiting to lop his head off, because that's the tradition where one guy who's trying to save face, he'll cut open his guts, and I guess he'll not pull them out, but he'll just stab himself in the guts. Oh my god, that just sounds awful. And another guy cuts his head off to put him out of his misery. And in this one, the guy's cutting his own guts open, and this other guy's, sweating his ass off, waiting to kill this guy. And he's just like, he's waiting for the guy to look tortured, but the guy just starts laughing while he's doing it. And his face just keeps mutating into these weird puppet kind of things, and it's very funny. I mean, it almost looks like I would think it was like a UK, like an English kind of humor, but...
Trying to think of, what's the guy that used to do the MTV commercials?
I know who you're talking about.
Really animated MTV commercials?
The weird puppets kind of stuff, or...
No, it was animation. And he did this one song, it's like, your face is like a waterfall. And like all this weird shit that he does, and whatever.
Oh, Frank Sinatra.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. What'd you guys give this one?
I'm gonna look it up now.
I give it a B+.
I'm giving it a B.
Yeah, me too. So B, and Danny, what do you give it?
An A.
You giving it an A? Cool. Very, very interesting.
I laughed really hard.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it, especially when his eyes came out of his nose and they hit each other's like bells and stuff. Next up is
Bill Plimpton.
Bill Plimpton, right? The animation guy. He's pretty good.
Yeah,
he did remind me of that. Yeah,
the heads like go into each other and shit.
When his face goes onto his nose, he does like that. Does remind me of it. And I was thinking about the guy who did the Genesis video for shit. Never mind.
Shit, really? Is that their new single?
They did a video where it was all puppets, and it just reminded me of it. Lost in Confusion. Land of Confusion. Watch that video and it'll remind you of it. Okay, Anders Morgenthaler for K is for Klutz. This guy does, I assume it's the same director. This is an animated film called Buffy or Bunny or something. It's like a child's name, and it's about this priest, and it's all animated, but it's an R-rated feature about this guy and this, I guess, his niece. And his sister got raped and murdered, and he's going around and he's like a priest and he's just killing everybody that killed her. So it's a very weird film, and it's animated in the same style. But what did you guys think of this one?
Was this the poop one?
The poop, poopy poop.
Okay.
Killer poop.
The squeaky poop. I liked it. It was cute.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
I liked the animation of it. I thought it was pretty good. I gave it did I give it an A? I think I gave it an A, just for effort.
I gave it an A, for sure.
I gave it an A, too.
I think the aesthetic style is just what helps bump it up. That you knew that somebody took their time to animate the shit out of this one.
So
the
cute.
death, her
it
dealing
really
with,
made me smile. Like
her dealing with this poopy running around, and it eventually shoves itself back up her rectum and out of her mouth and kills her. So
it sounds so unpleasant when you describe it, but like watching it, I'm just like giggling.
And the dude who had like a cute sound to it and stuff, like a little baby or
something.
something.
Yeah, like, what was its motivation? Like, if it wanted to just stay in her, that's fine. But why did it want to cut her mouth?
Timo Chahanto with L is for libido, which is the jerking off contest between all these, I guess, I don't know what they were, Filipino or Asians or something like that. What'd you guys think of this one?
I loved it.
I loved it too. I thought it was great. Set up the story, Thea.
This story is this guy wakes up and he's strapped to a chair, only in his underwear, and he's next to another guy in the exact same situation, and a bunch of people are watching them, and they put a girl in front of them, and they just sort of infer that they're supposed to jerk off to her, and so then it's a race to jerk off the fastest.
And whoever wins is spared what?
Is spared death. Because
By
whoever
spike.
doesn't win gets killed with a spike through the rectum up into the head.
And it's funny because it's not just
way to die.
It's not just blood that comes out; it's shit that flies out of their mouth too.
I think it's both.
Yeah, but how does the shit fly out like that? I mean,
I guess you're pushing it up with enough force.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
Jake in Dark Tower,
it gets on the
shit in his mouth and gets hit by a car.
Who was the girl in that one? The Asian girl, because she looks very she looks like somebody, but I can't think.
She looks familiar. I don't know who she is though.
I love that she gets it.
Did you ever see that movie
cheating.
Stick It?
I didn't.
Is that interpretation correct? Would you say that they killed her because she was cheating?
Who, the girl? No, I think it was just an accident.
I think that the
die.
overseers wanted her dead because she cheated.
I don't think any of those people saw that shit. Danny, you're crazy.
I don't know.
It's very eyes wide shut with the people on the upper level watching this whole sexcapade going on with these two guys. And he goes up to 13 cycles, and meanwhile they're all like running out of pro. Did you know one dollop? Well, not dollop, but a bunch of semen is equal to a steak dinner. Like the proteins that you lose when you do that.
You know what? I'm gonna help all the starving children in Africa.
What did you think about the kid fucking in this one? Because that was kind of, I was unexpected.
Oh,
I
that's
was like, oof.
Yeah, that one was really bad.
But
I mean,
there's one
good.
there was one
That's
that
why I
was
get to
worse
A
than
plus,
that
though.
for grossing me out. So
The licking the bleachers one.
yeah.
That was great. You thought that was gross than a kid getting fucked? Wow.
Ugh.
Thea,
You
now we
didn't
know.
You didn't.
Now
see
you know
getting
horrorharbor.tumblr.com what they support over what else. But I gave it an A. What'd you guys give it?
I'm gonna give it an A too.
Give it a B.
And let's go
I
to
think that the middle of the movie is all A's, pretty much, actually.
let's go to the
It's pretty much like that.
let's go to the
except for now with M.
let's go to the abomination of this movie, which is Ty West, who I was very upset that it was Ty West once I saw
And
his
he's
name
the guy
came
that
up.
did
Innkeepers.
Innkeepers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although our friend said House of the Devil is 100 times better than an Innkeepers, so I don't know.
yeah.
I
I
like
gotta
it.
see. I gotta see
M
House
is-
of the Devil.
Did you think?
But now I'm gonna have amped it up, and you'll see it, and you'll be like, meh.
Well, I'm watching it for.
Well, you think
research.
kid fucking is okay besides bleaching, like licking
Oh
bleachers?
no!
So,
Don't
I
go
know.
there.
I just don't understand this movie.
M is
like,
for miscarriage. Okay, so what's
Yes.
going on?
nothing.
A girl gets off of her toilet. It's very much what went right with Case for Klutz. It went wrong with this one. It's a girl gets out. It looks like they shot it in 3 seconds. I don't think they gave him the 5,000. I think they just said, "Oh, you got money. You can just shoot this shit." Girl gets off the toilet, goes to her kitchen, gets a plunger or something, goes back, and then the camera goes into the toilet, which has all this red mass of shit, and then it just goes to red, and it says M is for miscarriage. It's
So I guess it's only
fucking-
like 10 seconds too.
It's the worst. It's the worst. And I felt bad because once I saw his name pop up, I was like, why? What happened? I liked Innkeepers a lot. You know what I mean?
And
That shit upset me. It really upset me. I was like, this stinks. What do you guys think?
Get really mad.
Even the chick wasn't that.
Oh wait, what are we giving it? I'm giving it an F
I gave it an
for
F.
fart.
Was the girl at least for anybody? Nobody liked the girl?
The girl was hot, but
Meh.
you know what? I'll give it an
Oh,
E
no.
for erect over the girl, but everything else.
So that
sucked.
equals an F. Thank you, Danny. Next one is, holy shit, this guy's name. Bangjong Pisang Franquan, and it's for nuptials. I liked it.
I did too.
Me too.
It was good. It was very fun. It felt like, you know when you see how really good commercials are in other countries because they're actually funny? Like,
Yeah.
if they cut this off before the ending, they could just throw, like, certs at the end. Do people still eat certs? Or some soda?
I eat Lifesaver mints.
But basically, this guy buys a parrot, and a talking parrot, and I'm sure this is based on an old joke. This is like an old joke, but they just did it really well. He buys a parrot for his girlfriend, and the girl's really annoyed with it, and then the bird gives him a little, and the bird's cute, and the bird gives her a ring, and
So cute.
and
How'd they train a bird to do all that?
because it's called dubbing. Dubbing, Danny.
Yeah, they dubbed it.
No, I know, but to get it to walk around. And
They're
get
probably
a ring,
holding
all
his
that.
bird
Birds do
family
that.
off screen.
Really?
They held his bird family off screen right over a spit roast. And
Over a hot flame.
They had like a little miniature gun to the bird's head.
the actual
No, they had him on. They had him on a rotisserie.
the actual colonel was there with his dick out. So
Wow.
they the bird gives the girlfriend, now soon to be fiance, her wedding ring, and he proposes, and then the bird continues talking while, I guess he must have been listening to while he fucked another girl, and the girl hears this.
I think it was
stabs
another
him to
guy
death.
actually.
Was it?
Yeah,
Why you say that?
Oh, even better.
because they said the name was like.
But they got
What
all
was
weird
it?
names in whatever
No.
countries they are.
No. Well, it was because the bird says something. The bird says something like about them comparing dicks or something.
No
Oh yeah,
way,
they
really?
did
Yeah.
say that. Well, maybe he was having a threesome.
Well, it could be, I guess, but I got
mean,
the
I don't
impression.
care,
I was
either
under
way.
the impression that it was a dude.
Either way, he's a cheater.
Yeah, so she stabs him to death. So I mean, it was a very funny one. So I liked
It was
that a
cute,
lot.
it was
It was
funny.
really, it was
There's
really
a lot of pink blood in the Japanese and Thai and all the Asian ones had pink blood. I noticed.
That's what they bleed in real life. Then you didn't know that?
Do they have different colored blood than the whites?
All that sushi fucks your blood up.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm serious.
Full
You
of
didn't know that?
sushi.
No, I'm serious, Danny. If you eat a lot of sushi,
It makes your
thins-
blood pink. I
No, it
understand.
thins your blood up, and I guess
Does it?
the cells. No, you
You're
fucking
lying.
jerk. What's wrong with you? Anyway,
I'm stupid. What's our
Okay.
what's our ratings on this?
I gave it an A.
A.
A minus. Nah, B plus.
Next one is Bruno Forzani.
No, A. I like it.
Holy fuckaroonies. Next one is Bruno Forzani with Helene Catet as his two directors for O is for Orgasm. Now tell me, Thea, as a woman, have you ever blown bubbles out of your mouth while somebody, took care of business?
No.
Why not?
So what the fuck does this mean? I thought I was doing something wrong, so I guess I'm okay. I'm off the hook. What was this?
I think all of the like imagery and the sounds and the textures and everything they were trying to sort of paint what an orgasm is like.
Yeah.
That was what my impression of
That's
it.
what I got at the very end.
You guys see The Matrix?
I never heard of that. What is that?
No, the second Matrix movie where
Matrix?
the French man makes a girl at his restaurant orgasm.
Oh yeah.
It reminded me of that, actually.
Okay.
Cool.
So what did you guys think of this? Visually looked really good, but the thing is, like, in my head I was still thinking about Diaz for dogfighting, just visually, because this felt like it looked good, like the bubbles coming out of the mouth, the face in the crotch, the cigar lighting, bursting the bubble, like cool imagery. I think the whole idea is that the woman was doing sadomasochist sex.
Yeah.
She hung herself at the end.
Well, that was part of it anyway. I guess that was what killed her.
Yeah, the very end is what killed her. I liked the look of it, but I didn't really. It felt more like an art piece. As an art piece by itself, I would love to see it.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I would love to see.
It didn't really like have a story. It's more just like cool visuals.
Yeah, I liked that it was so different from everything else that was in the movie too.
I would love to see it projected on a wall. You know what I mean? Like projected on a wall in a club or some shit like that would be amazing to see that. But as part of the horror film, I thought it was okay. I mean, I guess this is more.
I mean, half of these aren't horror films.
I would assume it's more garnered for a female. It felt more feminine, this one, to me.
Yeah, I would say that's probably true.
So what are you guys' ratings?
Thea, first.
B.
I'm gonna give it a B also, because it's beautiful. B for beautiful, but not quite a good story.
I think I gave it a B as well. So I mean, it's good. It's visually it's really good. But I don't think it serves any purpose. Simon Rumley, P is for pressure. Fucking awesome. I fucking love this one. I mean, I like it. I think I like it the best story-wise myself. Really?
I think it's the best. I think it's the best filmmaking and storytelling of the entire thing.
It is. I mean, this is the guy who's rubbling up his bag. That was his testicle bag.
That was me rolling up my popcorn bag. I'm so angry.
That was his testicles.
Wait, that's what Danny's orgasm sounds like.
God forbid people have opinions. But I think, like, visually, aesthetically, just telling story-wise, this is the best one for me. Because it reminded me automatically of this film called City of God, which I really loved. It was about, like, all these miscreants.
Is that the Brazilian?
Yeah, it's about all these kids dealing, which uses a Matrix special effect in the beginning, Danny, if you like that. No gunfire, just a kid running after a rooster, which makes it more interesting. But it was about these slum kids dealing with drug overdose, and it was like 3 hours, but it was fucking amazing. City of God, anybody would just watch it. That's like real life horror. But this film is about a woman who's a prostitute. Was she a she-male or something? Because she looked like a...
I don't think so.
She could either be a woman, a man, or who's that Queen Latifah?
She could be a robot.
She had the big shoulders. But it was freaking good, and it's about this prostitute. She has a deadbeat boyfriend who's, I guess, the father of the kids, or just, I guess, a deadbeat boyfriend. I couldn't tell. And one day she's counting up the money before this kid's birthday because I guess she was trying to figure out what to buy one of the kids. Was it Susan's?
She was trying to afford a bike that she wanted to buy, and she's saving up the money.
The deadbeat boyfriend comes back one night, steals the money, and there had been a night before a bald guy.
I didn't even get that out of it. I guess I didn't watch it carefully enough.
There was a bald guy handing.
You have to watch it carefully because there's no dialogue in that piece.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I got the idea that she does really bad things to raise money for her kids. I got that.
This bald guy comes by, drops off a card. I guess he was asking all the local prostitutes if they were into this. They're not saying what it is. But they're like, no, and then she's like, no way. And then, she's out of desperation and the pressure of the whole deal. She goes and does what is called stomp videos. Are they called stomp or?
I don't remember. I don't know what they're called specifically.
I thought that's like that play in New York City.
Yeah, no, they didn't actually do anything to the animals. They had them clang toilet papers and shit, not toilet paper, toilet cans and shit together. What are those things called? Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm gonna talk about stomping, like the play Stomp.
Go ahead.
No.
People dance around and use their feet as drums on wood boards, and it's sexy. Anyway, it's very.
Say something smart, please.
I gave this one an A because I thought it was probably an A+, because I did actually think it was the best storytelling of the entire thing. that they did this amongst all of the other things really, really impressed me.
By the end of the video, she has to stomp on animals because there are a lot of people that derive sexual pleasure from watching animals get crushed.
What the hell is wrong with our world?
Hey man, I don't know.
I know.
Is that a real thing that people are?
Yes, it is.
That is a sexual fetish.
It's
that
a
is something
legitimate
that people
thing.
actually pay to see.
There's somebody who's listening to this episode upset that I didn't call it the right name or what it is, but it's
Right.
they're like they're jerking off to looking at people getting chained up right now.
So
Are you
messy.
making
But I've
fun of
seen-
my sexuality. That's what
I've
they're
seen,
thinking.
yeah, right. How dare you guys? But I've seen, because on the news they'll talk about it, and you know,
I'm sure
seen
PETA
like
loves it.
I've seen photographs of this stuff, and it's just
fucked.
You know, like
really
when they
rough.
have
They do it
exposures,
to
like,
puppies.
Oh, a cardinal high up in the priesthood is a pedophile. Like this is like a PETA member who's high up in PETA
Yeah, right.
is secretly into animal stomping.
No, but they do it to puppies, kittens, a lot.
That's
to,
like infuriates
it's really
me. I
it's
wanna
really
stomp on-
infuriating because it's like they do it with their high heels, and I don't know what I don't understand the fetish. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing about that
No, I don't
No,
know.
that's like serial killer. Like you're a serial killer if you're into that.
like even like kissing girls. Like I don't understand it, but you know you could see the appeal. Anyway, I gave this one an A because it's real A++.
Okay.
Even more than
A.
D is for dogfighting, just because story wise.
I mean, it was good, but I don't know. I didn't even follow it that well. Maybe that's because I'm an
Watch
idiot.
it
but
again.
I'll watch it again, but because I didn't really connect with it, I'm gonna give it a B.
very good. And
Okay.
our next one up is
Quack.
Adam Wingard, Simon Barrett. Q is for Quack.
Did he do the framing story for VHS, right?
He did.
No wonder the hipster was so heavy with this one.
No wonder they were such douchebags.
Yeah, I mean, I like the I thought
I didn't mind this one.
Yeah, I didn't think it was so horrible. Like I like
Pretty bad acting, I'd say. But
yeah. I mean, the thing is
It
like
was kind of silly, but
what's weird is that you watch P is for Pressure myself. I mean, I watch P is for Pressure and I'm like, damn, that's good, you know. And then you see this one, and it's a bunch. It's like two smug directors. Oh, we got the letter Q. I'm on PQR. Yeah, right. And we got the letter Q. What are we gonna do? And I'm like, oh.
well, that's like the downfall of this
But
whole movie. That one is good, the next one sucks.
I do like that they took the humor of the situation and turned it into its own story, which is pretty clever. But I don't think
the fourth wall.
No, they didn't.
Meta.
They
It
didn't,
was very
they didn't speak
meta.
to the camera. Did they? It was
No,
meta.
they broke the fourth wall. What do you mean?
No, it's meta.
No, they
It's
didn't.
not.
They didn't
It's not
speak
fourth
They
wall.
addressed the fact that it's a movie.
No, breaking the fourth wall is when they directly talk to the audience. Meta
Yeah.
What do
is
you
when
call
they're
it when you address the fact that you're in a movie
meta.
or a song or whatever?
It's meta.
Meta?
M-E-T-A.
Is that the word?
Yeah, meta.
Okay, well you
Meta
know all
something,
the
but it's
things,
meta.
Alex.
I do not.
I'm just a lonely farm boy looking for love.
Who was destined to wear a red cape and blue tights and save Metropolis. All right.
Oh,
So, what'd you
no.
guys give this one?
I gave it a B.
I'm gonna give it a C plus.
It was fun.
Wait, what number on the? Because I put all the numbers, but what number is that letter on?
Oh god.
I don't know. Count backwards from Z at this point.
What letter we just did? P for pressure. R. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go talk about the movie.
17.
17. So I gave that a B minus. Actually, I should give it a C. Fuck them. All right. Next one up is holy shit. This guy's name.
Removed.
Can you say that?
I think
Thea?
it's Surgeon Spazojevic.
R is for removed. What happened in this one? I forgot what happened.
I don't really get it, but it was awesome.
What
It was
happens in it?
cool. I don't think I entirely get it either.
What's the story? I forgot. Oh! You know what I thought when I was watching this? Cronenberg. Well,
It
Yeah.
did, yeah, it was a little Cronenberg, yeah.
Yeah, it's like his skin is like
Has film in it.
skin and has film in it, and you can
Right.
shape it into bullets. It totally thought of Videodrome.
I'll give him
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
I'll give him points for making it that stuff weird. Like a lot of it was like, what the fuck is this? What am I watching? Like it just felt strange, but they conceptually it's pretty cool. I don't know about
Yeah.
execution.
And it was really like nasty. Like I liked it. It was good.
It was really cool. I just don't think I entirely got it.
Yeah, it might not be meant to be gotten really.
That's probably true.
So
Yeah.
I'll give that one a B minus. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna give it like B plus.
I'll give it a B.
All right.
Look
so,
at that. We've got all the B's down.
So let's say one of the worst ones, which is Jake West. S is for speed.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's one of the worst. It was a little cheesy at first, but I like the way they explained it.
No, I did too. But the thing is, I'm looking at these girls. They're really hot, kind of 1950s.
They're terrible actors.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they're horrible actors.
But
I remember, I didn't say they were good actors. I said they were hot. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but they look very much like Russ Meyer, Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
The girl in that, the main chick in that movie is fucking smoking hot. She's like this big. Well, I don't know what her name is. It was like Demona or Devilina or some shit like that. She's fucking hot. Same kind of haircut, that black kind of. What do you call that hairstyle? That bouffant? Not as a bouffant.
I don't remember.
Some kind of 50s haircut. I don't even know. Who gives a shit?
You're a girl. I don't
I don't know. You think chicks would know this bullshit?
Think it out.
They're worrying about guys giving all this. But anyway, two chicks. One is kidnapping the other, and some guy in a big stupid cloak is coming out. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well,
you say it's the greatest one ever, so let's
He's like
go
a
ahead.
pig man.
I didn't say it's the greatest one ever. I think that this movie is silly in the beginning, but purposefully silly, and then all of a sudden you realize that this is like her last hallucination before death kind of thing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And
I
then
almost
it's really
wish-
dark out of nowhere.
I almost wish, I like that. I like that twist, but I wish that they almost got Gaunt girls to play them after. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if anybody's seen TLC or like what actual heroin people. It didn't take me out enough to like, oh, what, these girls who have like huge buxom bodies are like dying of
that's
heroin
true.
and shit, and they all like covered in shit and garbage. I mean, they look
Yeah.
like that. Like, how much shooting up did they do? What the fuck did they do?
When I came back to them at the end, they should have been like emaciated and like.
Like,
fucked
I'd
up.
still fuck those girls.
I
Yeah.
like the
You know what I mean?
It was
It's like,
good.
damn. So I gave that one a C. What'd you guys give it?
I give it a B.
I gave it a B
I give it a B for voluptuous butts.
for buxom.
Who can hate
Buxom.
Who can hate butt standing? Nobody. Let's
That's
see.
true.
Lee Hardcastle with T is for toilet, which there was a big contest for, and my friend and I tried out, and we were hacks, so we couldn't win. But this was good.
Yeah.
What'd you guys
It
think?
was fun.
Claymation, kid afraid to use the toilet. Toilet has a nightmare of the toilet eating his family in pretty grotesque ways, and then at the end there's not an ironic thing, but a funny ending.
He was justified in being scared.
Yeah, very. This guy deserved that win because it was really good, and
Yeah,
you can tell a lot of
I
fucking work went
actually
into
saw
this
this
one.
short like way before it won.
Yeah, I mean when I first heard about the contest, it was out there online, like,
So there
Yeah.
were a lot that didn't make the cut.
and there were
So-
pretty good ones that were made by T with the T for whatever the fuck it was, and this one had like thousands of hits, and deservedly so because it looks good and it plays well and it was funny too, just because of the dad character just acting like an asshole. So I give it an
Notice
A.
how
What'd
many
you guys give it?
toilet references in this whole movie there are?
So many,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's just
What's with
easy.
That too.
I think it's just easy. I guess I don't know why that
People
is. but-
love bathrooms. They love the
Butts
place
and
where you
farts and
evacuate your
toilets.
bowels.
Yeah. What'd you guys give it?
I give it an A. It's fucking beautiful.
I
Oh,
give
yeah,
it an A. A2. All right, our very good director next, Ben Wheatley, with U
Unearthed.
is for Unearthed. And Ben Wheatley directed Kill List, which is one of
Yeah.
my favorite horror films of all time. So, Danny, why don't you get into what happens in this one?
It was basically just like a vampire monster that's just killing people, and then they get it at the end and remove its fangs and stab it in the heart and everything. And
It's
very
the
simple.
It's
and
the
straightforward.
POV of the vampire, right?
What?
Mhm.
It's POV of the vampire.
Yeah.
I don't. For some reason, I was like, why didn't it say U for undead? That was like in
That's
my
what
head.
I thought it was gonna be. Yeah.
Well, I think at the beginning, I mean, maybe they were mining or down in the sewers and unearthed it or something.
Nah,
was my only thought.
This looked like the end of a movie. You know, when all the characters converged on the bad guy at the end, kind of like Dracula.
Mhm.
That's what I liked about it, because there were like 4 or 5 characters that come out. There's a priest. There's like this an ambulance driver, some chick in the background. But I just liked the way it looked. It just felt like this is the end of the movie, but it's the POV of the monster getting killed at the end, and they're hacking at it. It looked like a weird video game or something. But I thought it was pretty fucking awesome. What did you guys
Yeah.
think?
It was fun. I liked it. I
And-
give it a B plus.
I gave it an A.
I gave it an A too. It just shows you.
A for anal, right?
It just shows you how good he is with. I didn't even want to bother talking, but it just shows you how good Ben Wheatley is with directing. He has another.
It was really good.
He has another film that's coming out. I think it's called Sightseers, about a couple that goes on all through. I don't know if it was the United States or England or whatever, but there's this couple and they start murdering people, but it's like comedy. So I can't wait to see that one. Cara Andrews with V is for Vagitus.
Is that how you say it?
Vagitus or Vagitus?
I kept
idea.
leaning it
Is
towards
this the? Oh, is this the future one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love this one, dude.
It was cool.
I was like, it was so cool. It was like, whoa, they gave this guy only $5,000.
This is like film quality. It's crazy.
It is. It was like
$5,000.
This short alone made like. It made like Sci-Fi Channel, the regular TV shows look like garbage, and you know Sci-Fi Channel, a lot of shows are really bad, but this is just her coming in with that robot that was her partner, just blowing all these people away. I mean, it felt like I was watching a section out of a movie, because when I was watching, I was almost thinking, did Alex Garland write this? Because Alex Garland wrote Dread, which just came out, which is like a science fiction. I think you, Theo, might like the mama character from that movie, because she's like this badass
I still haven't
villain.
seen it. I gotta see it.
It's fun. It's a really, and this had trails of that movie. Not that saying that they ripped it off. I'm saying that it had that same feeling of just like hardcore art, John Carpenter, cool genre, you know, action film. It wasn't a horror film. It was science fiction, hardcore, sci-fi, whatever the fuck. But it looked so good. The robot was cool.
I immediately thought of RoboCop.
The main chick was hot, and she's good actor. Everybody was good in the film. The violence was really cool. What'd you guys think?
It was awesome. Like, for fucking $5,000, they made that.
I think maybe that guy already had all those tricks up his sleeves, and the $5,000 helped him a little bit more. You know what I mean?
I think he probably used some of his own money.
Yeah, I'm sure he had some gauche.
Well, is there a rule that they can't? I mean,
I don't know.
No, I don't think they like.
Probably not.
If Ty West could do whatever the fuck he just did with his thing, which disappointed me greatly, and they gave this guy money
or
and stuff,
Gravity
like,
person.
I can imagine Ty West handing that in and being like, "Yeah, this is
Gravity
mine."
person and Ty West should run full speed and bash into each other and die.
And they'll form a nexus. They'll be like a fusion
bad.
Ha, whatever from Dragon Ball, and they'll just turn into one really bad guy.
Oh,
but
man.
Ty West did Innkeepers, so I'll still, you know, I'll make sure this is like his aborted son. Okay.
His.
Oh, I feel bad. What if he really did have somebody in abortion? Okay, what'd you guys? I totally skipped that joke, Danny. What do you guys give this one?
It was definitely an A, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tell what you really
Definitely.
feel, Danny. What do you feel? Is it?
Well, I was still thinking about miscarriage when you asked, so I had a bad tone in my voice.
It's like a poison.
I'm gonna say an A because it was just amazing, and the fact that he did that even for $5,000 or whatever I can't even believe that.
I would see 2 hours of that movie. Do you know what I mean? I would love to see
I want like a full
that
length version of this movie.
And for Pressure, I would see. You know what I mean? Those two movies I would see full length. And you know how I like things full length, guys. So I give it an A as well. There's also
nice and thick.
I wasn't making a joke, but you guys.
I'm taking it more obvious.
Okay, so John Schnepp, W is for WTF. This is more of a Tim and Eric thing, not that.
Yeah, well, this is the guy that made Metalocalypse.
That's why it looked so familiar with the beginning.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so this guy gets a lot of extra points for that because that's.
And I think
cool.
I was reading he edits a lot of Space Ghost.
I love Metalocalypse. Metalocalypse is so fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know if he's like the creator, but he's definitely like.
No, the art style and the animation of the art style was very familiar. I was like, this looks like Metalocalypse kind of art. That weird,
it was just like a bad
flash
trip.
animation. Yeah, what do you guys think? Like, for me, it was a C. Like, when I saw the demons, like the art in the beginning, I was like, ooh, okay, this is a B. Then when it went to the regular stuff, it became a C. Then it went like to the crazy shit, and it stayed at a C. And I think the crazy stuff bumped it up to a B. What'd you guys think of it?
Well, it did the same thing as Quack.
No, underwhelming? What?
I give it like a B because it was fucking cool, but made no sense at all.
Yeah, I didn't think it was very strong. You know what I just realized now? Why? No, I did before, but Q is for...
Thea, what do you give it?
A B.
B for what?
It made me laugh out loud a lot. B for cartoon booby squeezing.
Oh wow, okay.
I just realized in Q is for quack. Why didn't they use the quail? Why did they use a duck? Like, is that
That's
hard
what
to get a
I
quail?
said. I was like, are they gonna say quail?
I looked at it and I was like, why is that? I was like, that quail looks
They're
funny.
being even
It was
more
a duck.
abstract about it.
I guess so.
I guess they're too cool for us. Xavier Gens, whose name is familiar, who did X is for XXL. What do you guys think of that one?
This is the best one in the
Shit
movie.
reminded me of high school.
This one is the best one in my opinion, pretty much.
Xavier Gens, what did he direct? He directed Hitman, which is a very kind of movie. My friend who's an amazing writer saw Hitman. He's like, this is great movie. And I was like, are you serious, dude? But he also did Frontiers, which is a French horror film, which we should have done.
Oh, did he do
ago.
Frontiers? I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's one of the extreme ones,
and
right?
he did The Divide, which is, I guess, a science fiction apocalypse movie that just came out. I know about that one. And Van Corvo. Vanikoro. Anyway, whatever. What'd you guys think of this one? I was kind of like, because it reminded me too much of my younger years. That depressed me. It really did.
It was good. It was really good.
That payoff was awesome, and it was pretty much the horror splatter equivalent of the PSA one, which was Ingrown. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how Ingrown was the super serious one? This one kind of was the standard for, you know, the horror and the payoff, I think.
This was like definitely the most disturbing of them, pretty much. I mean, Ingrown was really dark, but this is darker because it's like so much more over the top, you know. And
I liked how it was edited between that. Like, that shot was really done well of the model's face turning. Like, it looked like a professional. Obviously, he's a professional director. But I just liked how every time, you know, she cut a piece off of herself, the girl's face would turn inward. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
That girl was really good too. She was
the model chick, or the,
and I think she looks better.
No, the big girl.
Yeah, she was good.
She looks really sexy at the end. Like, I totally get the message of the movie that is a better look.
Turns you on.
She's working it. She's working that skinless bones.
I totally give it an A. What do you guys think?
I gave it an A.
A.
And Jason Eisner, Y is for Young Buck. As soon as I saw, I remember I knew Eisner was in the film, but as soon as I saw this, I was like, this is Jason Eisner's work, just because of the...
I didn't know he was in...
Who is he? I can't...
Jason Eisner did Hobo with a Shotgun, which you haven't seen it, right? Did you see it?
Okay, that's funny.
This
because
film,
the lighting was very reminiscent of that.
Just the synth score alone should like cue you into that. It's his
the
film.
Lighting when it's all like red and then yellow ground. And
who
stuff
is that
like
actor? Do you know who that actor is? Because that actor is very familiar to me, but I can't think what it is. I don't know,
but he was terrifying.
Yeah, he was.
So tell us what your big problem with this was. Oh, set up the story. Set up the story, Thea.
I don't even want to talk about this.
Okay, so the movie starts out with an old man with a young boy who I thought it was a flashback for a second, but it was an old man, and he's teaching this boy how to hunt. No, it was him. He was molesting the kid. The kid came back dressed up as the deer.
I know.
Well, it's like still, maybe 2 months ago or whatever.
What? No, I thought the flashback was the old man as a child getting molested. That's what I thought. But I'm stupid. So anyway, the old man is hunting a deer out in the woods, and they kill. He helps the kid shoot the arrow and kill the deer, and then he cuts the deer's head off, and then I guess proceeds to molest the boy. Anyway, he's a janitor at a junior high school, and he's watching through the window at these kids playing basketball, and they're all sweating, and their sweat's falling everywhere, and he's getting turned on. But then while the classes are ending, he sees a shadowy form of the buckhead on a person's body. I thought it was like a giant man. I guess they did it for that second.
Yeah, I thought it was like a centaur or something.
Yeah, he proceeds to
not a centaur, a minotaur.
He proceeds to go back into the empty gym room and starts licking the benches of all the sweat that the young boys dropped off. And he is attacked. He's
in heaven right there.
He is attacked by the young boy who he molested earlier with the buckhead, and the kid decides to kill him that way by decapitating him by putting the antlers through his eyes. What did you guys think of this one?
But then at the end, the kid pulls his pants down. Did you notice that?
I think he went to go take a piss on him or shit on him or something.
I thought he was going to have, do what he did to him.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's kind of how I took it. Like,
aesthetically, I liked it because it felt like one of those. It felt just like Hobo with a Shotgun. Like, it felt like a continuation
all
of it.
All the
in a sense.
Crazy bright lights and everything.
Great like synth music, like 80s style synth music, and I'm very happy with how Eisner continues his stuff. Like I thought Tree Revenge was pretty okay. Hobo was amazing for what it was. That's the sound of me almost vomiting. Sorry, guys. And then this one had a pretty cool like song to it and look to it. Just you could tell his style of filmmaking. So
it was really good.
I gave that one an A. What do you guys think?
A. What's that?
Are you that disgusted that you didn't like it, or it was just?
I didn't like Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't like this either.
Why didn't you like Hobo with a Shotgun?
We'll do it. No, hold on. We'll do a Hobo with a Shotgun episode. Okay, so what do you think of this one?
Wait, what? Do you have like a personal bad experience with?
No, I just
Daniel, let her use it for that one.
I just legitimately was like, I don't care for it.
It's funny because I showed that.
Yeah, I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you.
I showed
and I'm crying on the inside.
Okay, so
I'll give it a C.
Yoshihiro Nishimura, Z is Zetsumetsu, which is, I guess, the crowning achievement of this movie because it is
What a strange end to it.
unbelievably weird.
Japanese
finale.
people are the weirdest people.
The weirdest.
And he even acknowledges that they were all messed up by radiation.
It was some fucked up shit in that movie because they were obviously riffing on Doctor Strangelove with the guy in the wheelchair and the tiny minuscule Japanese wee-wees in the movie. And I thought that was like a white girl with the blonde hair, but it was a Japanese chick, and she had a big giant phallus. I mean, you can't describe this in the correct way because there is no center point to the story. I mean, it's just weird for the sake of. But I liked it. It's
basically like a really cool way to make stew.
There's a penis, yeah, right, or what is that called? That's
The giant penis?
No, curry, Japanese curry. But there's a whole sequence where the woman with a giant penis. That has a switchblade come out of it, fighting this other woman who's half burnt, and I can't even explain what the.
It was fun. I thought of Tokyo. I thought of
same
what's
director.
it called? Also Hobo with Shotgun with the lighting. Well, no, I know that's not what I meant to say. I thought of Hobo with Shotgun lighting too, but then you're always saying, oh yeah, I think they got inspired by Tokyo Gore Police.
Yeah, so same director. Let me see what I think he directed Tokyo Gore Police. Let me see. He might have been actually the special effects guy. I'm too all fucking out of it to know what the fuck.
He could have been
both
special Tokyo Gore Police.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference between those two guys, like how they, not racially, I mean just like what do they do?
I think they work on a team, like a directing team.
Yeah, they are a team. I went to go see Tokyo Gore.
You think they helped each other with this?
Oh yeah, for sure.
God,
they both work at the same special effects.
That fart one? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I went to see Tokyo Gore Police in its premiere at the New York Asian Film Festival years ago, and they showed up and they're like in their underwears. It was really funny. Anyway, so what'd you guys give this one? I liked it a lot. It was just what I expected from him. Like once I saw it, I was like, well, okay, this is a good way to end the movie because it's just completely retarded.
I'm gonna give it a B because it really doesn't make much sense, but it's awesome too at the same time.
I think they were going for the shock angle and they went with it with the whole 9/11 with the tattoo of the into the
but
breast.
it was so like.
And then the 3/11, which was the equivalent of the 10,000 people that died at the Japanese, the tsunami. Not the tsunami, was it? Is it earthquake?
3/11, yeah, it was the earthquake and the tsunami.
So
I didn't get that one. I was like, are they talking about the band?
It's because you just don't.
What are they doing?
You just don't care about Asian people, Danny. So
no, it's true. It's true. I actually spit on them in my sleep.
Oh boy. So I gave it an A. Would you guys give it?
I gave it a B.
I gave it a WTF because I was just so like.
No, go ahead. What you think?
I'm so confused.
Were you entertained at all by it, or was it an F for you?
It was entertaining. I was just, but
C
it was just such
B?
a mishmash of like random shit, like for almost no reason.
If you watch Tokyo Gore Police, it'll make a lot of sense just because sense because it has that same thing that happens throughout the film where it's like a whole bunch of shit that just happens at once. Like there's, you know how, because Tokyo Gore Police borrowed a lot from RoboCop and in a sense Starship Troopers. You know how those films worked out where the movie will just automatically cut into a commercial or a television show that has kind of tells how the world is, and it just doesn't go. It's that kind of like documentary into a commercial to something else, into storyline. So that's how I felt. It kind of went to kind of like that. Who directed RoboCop? What the hell is his name?
Did we review Hobo with Shotgun?
We have not yet.
We should.
Hold on. Somebody tell me who directed RoboCop. RoboCop was directed
I'm looking
by
it up. Hold on.
Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's that kind of aesthetic I felt, which I think they did really well. So I gave it an A, and you give it a WTF, which was
what do we think of
C
the entire movie as a whole?
Wait. Thea didn't say if she gave it a B or a C.
Oh.
Or a D.
It was a WTF.
Please.
I don't have a letter.
I have OCD. Thea, I have OCD. You're driving me nuts with this. What is it?
Okay. Fine. I'll give it a C, I guess.
Okay, good. So your top three and your worst three. Everybody. Danny?
Okay, I'm gonna say, I loved Young Buck, I loved XXL, and it's hard to choose just three.
It really is kind of hard for this one.
I love Dogfight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are my top three. What about you?
I'm gonna go P is for pressure, T is for toilet. It's hard to, and U is for unearthed, I think.
I'll go for P is for pressure, D is for dogfight, and blah 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 blah. And Y is for Young Buck. And your worst film, guys? Obviously, we all know it has to be the worst one. Has to be M's for Miscarriage. There's no fucking question about it.
Or
Oh,
Gravity.
really? You think Gravity is worse than
Gravity was so stupid.
Yeah, Gravity was awful.
At least
Miscarriage
featured a
Miscarriage
pretty
is not even in my bottom
Yeah,
three.
Miscarriage featured an attractive woman.
No, she wasn't even that hot.
Gravity features some guy's feet.
I liked Gravity because you see the water and the board, and it just, to me, it felt a little uneasy. Even though it was a stupid one, it felt uneasy because like I just like that look of the sea turning black. So I like it a little bit better than M is for Miscarriage, but they're pretty.
Yeah,
shitty.
would you agree that Alex is a complete asshole?
You don't have to agree.
Well,
everybody knows
most
that.
times.
No, he's such an asshole.
Remember, I'm the guy. I'm the guy with the 90% of not saying queef jokes. So who's the asshole?
That's true, but you know what? People like queefs.
Find me one. You find me one, and I'll shake their hand. Or maybe I don't want.
Thea, you like queefs, right?
I'm
You're
not
always
even-
talking
And maybe
to
S
me
is for
privately.
speed.
No.
S is for speed is the worst
Stop.
one. Okay,
Thea
so
goes
guys,
privately all the time.
as a
I
whole,
love
what do you
queefs.
guys, Danny? Show what do you guys as a whole think of this film? Do you think this worked or didn't work?
I'm gonna say the film worked because more than half of the movies were pretty good
Entertaining,
or
right?
decent.
So, and you, Thea?
I agree. I think it's definitely worth a watch because it's a lot of fun and
there's
it's a lot of different things all thrown into one, which I really liked actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, what is your
like
rating?
a box of chocolates.
What is your rating, Thea?
For overall,
Yes.
I will give it a B overall.
Has this
I
girl
agree.
forgotten how
For-
the rating on the show goes?
for-
Or?
Oh no, I gotta come up with a thing.
No, that's no. Those are when we do like Walking Dead episodes. This is like a regular episode, guys.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna
What are you
give it a
guys
B.
on speed?
I'm gonna give it a B, and because she didn't think
Danny,
of one,
did you not
I-
hear what I just told her? Do you remember?
I'm
This is
no,
like
but
a-
I'm gonna do it anyway. B for butt for my sake, and B for bark of a tree for Thea's sake.
You guys are really testing my OCD. 1 out of 10, Thea. What do you give it?
I'll give it an 8.
Yes.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
An 8.
Can I give it points? I'm gonna give it a 7.
Wait. Don't we all have a dumb phrase after
1.
it? 8 what? You guys are really off tonight. What's going on tonight?
I'm giving it a 7.
Well, I don't know. I haven't done like an actual official episode with them.
Yes, you have. You did VHS with us, remember?
That was like.
Wait, what do you want?
months
8?
ago.
What? What are you saying?
Danny, how do
now?
we rate episodes in this show?
Okay.
8?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think I probably have a thing. How about 8 vegetables shooting out of someone's pussy?
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a good one too. Did you
Yeah.
see? Did she have some kind of mesh on her vag? Did you see that part? It was very black.
I don't know.
But that is a lot of
It
hair.
had a launcher on it.
I'll also give it an 8 out of 10. Map of Japan on somebody's ass as it shakes and clashes with one another. Cheeks. Danny?
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 7.457
What a dick face. This
out
guy's a fucking jerk.
of 10 of women farting out yellow and then sucking another woman into her butt, and then the other woman adding dark red to the yellow.
Girls
Her farts.
do not fart.
In the land of the dead too.
So, Danny,
But
so we all agree it's worth a watch. The film, and it's a good
worth a
experiment.
watch. Maybe have a fast forward button on.
Or skip button. So, Danny, what's the next movie we're doing?
Oh yeah, what did I thought
Vampire
of it before?
movie
What
about
kind of
innocence and blood, or
Oh, Innocent Blood.
oh wow, okay. So next film up is Innocent Blood. So Danny, thank you, Thea. Horror
Yeah, it's all you're doing with it.
horrorharbor.tumblr.com. You can find her there, and she is very cool. Okay, so Danny, what's the final word?
Word.
The horror deconstruction.